The LGBTQI community are accepted in many ways within contemporary society, yet are they welcomed at church? Pope Francis said, "Every person, regardless of sexual orientation, ought to be respected in his or her dignity and treated with consideration." So where do we stand in Australia? Timothy, who identifies himself as a homosexual, thinks that we have a long way to go.
I realised that I think it was about 14, and after I went to church with my mum and dad, and we had those little cushions with the seat that came down. We used to kneel on, and no, I really enjoyed that part of my childhood. But then when I got older and got into school, and it was hard because there was just a different view on what I'd found as my own sexuality, and it was I couldn't keep doing. I wasn't welcome in that world anymore in my own eyes.
Research conducted by a Galaxy Research poll has found that 53% of Australian Christians support same-sex marriage. Erica, an associate minister at Barnaby's Church, has spoken of this issue within her sermons.
I think there's a long way to go. I think people should feel welcome, and I think churches should go out of their way to show welcome, but I think this isn't true of every church, but I think just there's a stigma associated with Christianity, that one of the first things that people ask when they find out you're a Christian is about homosexuality, and there's just an assumption that you're going to give a negative response, and one that kind of denounces all gay people, or that kind of says that they're not welcome. Like, there's just an assumption that that's true, and so I think the church needs to work extra hard to make it really clear that there is a place for all people within the church, including gay people. The Bible repeatedly affirms that all people are made in the image of God, and that God loves them no matter what, and that they stand before him on the basis of his love for them and what Jesus has done for them, not their sexuality. So, like, if I can kind of take that stance myself, then I say anyone, whether they're gay or straight, I see them pretty much the same.
The lesbian and gay rights lobby are working closely with the church and the LGBTQI community to try and mend the bridge.
I definitely think we have made progress, and often it's one step forward, two step back. I think we have a long way to go, unless ordinary people in the pews, in the churches, in the temples, in their communities speak out and say, we are not going to stand for this sort of values, this homophobia and transphobia. It's not acceptable, not in our church, not in our temples, not in our cultural groups, and it doesn't represent the best of our values. It's very hard to try to build bridges between peoples, but at the same time to ensure that gay and lesbian rights and gay and lesbian realities are being reflected in the public discourse.
Leah Sapocas, Chalk and Cheese.